guys, so this is Amir. So Kian really talked a bit too much about this vehicle, guys.
It's my heart.
He said that this could be better than 4runner.
It's my heart. Can you see it? We call it Jeep Wrangler.
It's a big heart.
It's a big car, and on top of it, this is the best car that I've ever seen in this planet. Look at this. Look at this performance. You cannot say there is nothing wrong with this. It has a natural aspirated engine, which is super reliable. That's Dodge engine. You can see this engine in Challenger, Durango, Dodge Caravan, and all of those engines are super reliable. 6-cylinder engine. That's 3.5 liter, yeah?
Yeah. 2.5 liter Pentastar V6 engine.
Fuck. Oh my goodness. It has an automatic transmission. It's super popular. That's all-wheel drive. You can go anywhere with it. It's not fuel efficient, but it's good.
Yeah,
13 liter per 100
it
kilometers.
could be fuel efficient in a way. You didn't say how many speed is the transmission.
It's 8 speed?
8 speed.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
fuel efficient as well.
Fuck. And look at this. You have a bunch of space. Your girlfriend is going to love you after buying this car and drive her to her job or anywhere that you want to drive her. And it has character. See? When you drive this, everyone are going to look at you. It has a really good character. So what do you think about this? Don't tell me that you hate this.
No, I kind of like this car. There are some buggers with this car, but it's normal. It's a big vehicle. It's a 4-wheel drive vehicle. I like how the LED headlight comes as standard since 2018. And
what's the main competitor for this one?
it's Bronco 4runner,
Bronco
which is
4runner.
Love
You know,
4runner.
if you ask me which one I want to buy, for sure I'm gonna tell you Wrangler, because that's a Jeep. It has a good history, it has a good character, and this one has a good value if you want to sell it. Jeep cars always have a really good value, but 4runner is legendary in holding the value.
Yeah.
Even 4runners for 10 years ago, they still have a really good value. So kind of I
It's
can say
typical.
I can understand what you're talking
It's
about.
typical because I love 4runner. That's why it's good.
Yeah, it's a good car. I love 4runner too, but I'm not going to buy 4runner. I'm gonna buy this one if I had $35,000. So this one has 40,000 kilometers for 2017-18. I'm not sure. I have to double check, and it's just $35,000. Do you know why?
Why?
It's rebuilt.
Oh.
The one that we have here is rebuilt, but engine, transmission are super phenomenal. They just changed some part of the body, which there is nothing wrong with this car. Everything works great. Let's do the exterior. I'm gonna change your mind after this video. You know what? After this video, you are going to buy this one instead of fucking 4runner.
We'll see about that. Hey guys, so this is Amir. So Kian really talked a bit too much about this vehicle, guys. He said that this could be better than 4runner. I'm not sure.
Of course.
Well, first thing first, we're gonna see this design has been around since I think 45, almost 50 years.
Because it's original. It has character.
Even before the 1979 revolution in Iran, this car was installed with the same design.
See?
Still to this
Even
day.
Porsche has the same design until now.
I like it how they had these little thing comes with it. These are optional, although this doesn't come.
This one is
standard.
unlimited one, that's why.
And some of them they have those little badge here for pulling some other vehicles for off-road vehicle. And I like off-road cars, so I like this car. I don't hate this car. I like it. And it has LED headlight. And the grille is not one of those new cars that is so big. It's I can handle the design. And coming through the side, it's one of the buggers is this little bumper here is quite a bit big. It's leaning forward.
Come on, it's Jeep. It's always same.
The hood is skinny.
Even you start complaining about them, they are not going to change anything. Next year you are going to see the same thing.
Well, we're gonna see the new Jeep Rubicon that is plug-in. It still has the same design.
Yeah.
So the tire is 18-inch with a hyperfold tire, so we have a slow steering. And this car has an ABS. And coming as there's nothing to talk about. This design, you guys are really familiar with this design. Bulky design. It's the square design.
But see, it has character. It has
character,
prestige.
Yeah.
when you drive this car.
It's not like
on the
some
road.
of those like Corollas that they changed the design for the sale.
Yeah,
This,
it has more
so
character than 4runner.
Yeah.
Please accept it.
it's too early to talk about that. And this, we have our trail badge here, and for to pull or like to tow something, and there's nothing to talk about. It's the same design.
Let's go for interior.
Let's go for
See,
interior.
And after that, we can show them the engine.
Even the interior has nothing to really talk about. So. And the doors is pretty cool. If you open the door like this, it wouldn't open. You have to press your thumb. Open the door. Typical Jeep. Typical Jeep, no feature. So the chair comes. You have to do it.
It reminds me
manually.
4runner. In this, 4runner doesn't have any
4runner
features.
Limited has a power
Oh
seat.
yeah, but it's too
But that's a
expensive.
limited, yeah, not the standard version. And it's funny, like for the windows to roll them up and down, it's located on here. So don't locate it on the door. It's on here. We have our monitoring for our backup camera. And we have our automatic transmission here, the 8-speed. And we have our drive shifts here, our modes. I really like this because this is more like mechanical, unlike those new electronically one. Although this is a bit like heavy duty, you have to like work for it, but it's fine. And you have all your knobs and like your climate zones here. It's pretty in good shape, although there are like some hard touch plastic around here, but
Yeah,
it's acceptable.
and you can show them that you can open the.
Oh yeah, and we can open this. So now one of the things I hate about this car, which I rather 4runner more, is that this is plastic, and once the sun hit it, it's really hard, and like that's why I don't like. Oh yeah.
Oh, you have to, yeah,
Press that.
yeah. You can.
And
We don't need to really do that right now, but
Yeah,
we
we
can
don't
just show them how they
open
can do it.
But yeah, if you guys see, it's
Yeah, you can open all this. Yeah, yeah. In summer, it's cool. It's kind of cool feature.
it is a really cool feature. But like this roof, I don't like it. It's plastic. It's
Yeah, I know.
you know, once the sun hits.
But in 4runner, you cannot.
you
you don't have any
sunroof
of
in
this.
4runner.
Sunroof, it's so small. It's not like this.
All right, let's go sit at the back. And this is behind my.
I think they built this car for you. The back seat is going to be super roomy for you.
Okay, let's go sit at the back. And the car has like a step for like some other people that are like it's hard for them to get inside. Just like put your foot here, put your hand on the handle, and then come. Now I can't do that because I will go to the roof. But it's
Okay.
good that they provide that for like little kids or little people. So once we come at the back,
Super good.
whoa.
They built this car for you.
The leg
I
room
told
is
you.
awesome. Although the back here feels like a sauna since I told you guys about the roof. Although the roof is the same story as the front. You pull them out and like you pull them back, but my leg room is okay. It's nice. We have like cubby, we have a cup holder here, we have
Let
a
me show them the top.
cup holder here. I like it how like the cup stand here is kind of like, you know, it's like the airplane. It's kind of
Yeah.
like raggy. All right, and
To be honest, the interior is not cool.
it's not cool. I mean, it's
But that's
as you
cheap.
say, it
I
has
don't.
character.
Yeah,
So for opening the trunk, you expect like the window open with it as well, but it's not.
separate.
First, we have to
Open this, and after that, open the window. Wow,
so easy.
but it's roomy.
And I was gonna say the spare tire was here. The spare tire, it doesn't look like that. And one thing, guys, I just want to show you. Where is the? Okay, it's what. So in here we see like it's a bit some rust on the jack. I just want to tell you guys, like some of these rust is not. Just check if it's a surface rust. Now this thing is a surface rust. Like I knock on it or like it's not shredding. So this is a surface rust. So once you see those, don't think like, oh, this car is rusty. I'm gonna.
I had
not
many
buy it.
customers that they just see this kind of rust. They told me, okay, you have to change the spare tire, but there is nothing wrong with the spare tire.
Exactly, because that's the surface rust. So please be mindful of that and notice that. Because
Yeah.
you might have a good deal and then you might just lose it because you don't know the difference between
People
the
are
actual
crazy.
rust.
They break the deal for $200.
And if it was actual rust, you have to see around the vehicle. Around the vehicle is awesome. It's just like that part is
Yeah.
a bit surface rust, not rusty, surface rust. So
Maybe you can just create one YouTube short for that.
Yeah, because rust is like a cancer. It will spread around the vehicle.
So let's see the engine too.
Yeah, let's see the engine. Okay.
I want to see how you are going to open this. Because I already teach you how to do that.
So it's a good thing. I don't have to go there and I don't have to like press the button. But this is the reason why I rather 4runner. So opening it is pretty easy actually. I just press this.
Nice.
Opening it is easy.
Guys, he was doing this before that.
Well, you don't have to do that. Look.
Oh, you still have to do that, yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? Bro. All right. So this is the Pentastar engine and the stupid
See
cover.
how it's beautiful.
And it's a big vehicle, but it's easy to reach. Like we have our alternator at the front, which is what I really love. Unlike some other Mazdas that are like located under them and it's hard to get.
This was the guy with the dog.
That was
Where's the dog?
I think he killed it. And then we have our like power steering there. We have our brake fluid there. Pretty easy to reach, and it's an easy car to work on. I think that's why.
Tell them about the reliability too.
And it's quite reliable. Like even in Dodge Caravan, which have problem with their transmission, the engine was pretty good because it was a Pentastar engine. So this is the Pentastar engine, 3.6 liter, 285 horsepower and 267 pound-feet of torque, which is pretty good numbers.
Can you tell us about transmission too?
Transmission is 80-speed transmission, so the transmission kind of helped out with our fuel economy. Yeah, the transmission is kind of like helped out with our fuel economy, which it's a totally different transmission from Dodge. And this transmission has a mechanical drive shaft, so it has a torque vectoring because it's a 4-wheel drive. So you have 2D, you have 4 high, 4 edge, and then you have like 4 low, and you can also put it on N.
Okay.
And which I will show you guys in the driving impression, which is.
And one more thing, guys, before we finish this part. So when you
it?
close this, there is one problem, Emerson. There is one big problem. Some people comes and they steal the engine and all the stuff there.
Yeah, if you don't close
because
that,
the way that you can easily open it,
what
even if you don't have the key. Yeah.
Oh, it's this.
You have to. Yeah. So let's say that we close this, and we are going to close this one too.
So you bring it.
Yeah.
Oh, and also like if you don't close it, once you put your foot on the gas pedal, you see this thing that wants to like.
And the problem is that everyone can open this without any problem. So it's not a safe car.
If
you are living in,
is better.
No.
It is better.
We are living in Vancouver. There is nothing wrong with this country. No one wants to steal anything. Okay, let's go to the next part.
Let's go to the next part.
Now we are in the financing part. So today we have Jeep Wrangler for 2017-18. I'm not sure still. I'm going to double check. We are going to put in the caption. But this car has 40,000 kilometers mileage. That's a rebuilt car. But actually the clean title one, they don't have any difference between this one and the clean title one, because this one has some minor accident. We are going to put the picture of the accident too in our Instagram page. Another thing that I want to tell you is that for this car, maybe in-house financing is going to be the best option, or working with some of the private lenders out there. I'm going to create one list for all of you and tell you which lender is better and which lender is going to give you a better interest rate based on my experience. So, and for this car, so you have to pay around $35,000. You might be able to get a little bit discount and buy this one for $32,000 too. This car has a really good value because I think the clean title one is going to be around $45,000-$50,000.
50 almost.
Yeah. So we are going to save a little bit money, and on top of it, the engine has only 40,000 kilometers, which is nothing. And sorry for all the weird sound. There are a bunch of idiots here. And yeah, that's basically everything. And I really recommend this car to people that they do the off-roading so much and they want to buy something that after 5 years, 6 years, is still that's a high demand car and everyone wants to buy it. This one has a really good market. If you are going to buy one of this one, you are not going to have any problem with selling them if you take care of them. It has a really good engine, the transmission is okay, and that's easy to fix. That's a Jeep one, and that's the only reliable Jeep, because the new Jeeps like Grand Cherokee, This kind of Jeep has many options, leather inside, backup camera. This one has nothing. There is no any electrical things in this
That's
car.
why it's reliable.
Yeah, that's why it's reliable. So that's a simple car, but you are going to have it in for a while without any problem. Let's go to the next step.
Hey guys, so now we are with the test drive, and we have a pretty cool AC because this is a.
The AC is phenomenal.
AC.
It's so good.
Starting driving the vehicle around, it's a pretty big vehicle.
It's like truck.
Because you have a high profile tire, your steering is a bit slow, and our ground clearance is a bit high. So like you just have to be worried about to not run over people. And it has a pretty good visibility. Although the side mirrors doesn't have a good view, they don't give me like a good visibility. But the visibility in front is pretty good. Same as the back. I don't think you really, but you did need to have like a backup camera and also like your front sensor to tell you where you need to go.
Now, unfortunately, we don't have the S screen right now because this car is pretty new to the body shop. But all this problem is going to be fixed before selling these cars.
Now this vehicle, has a bit like a rough ride quality, and that makes sense because this is an off-road vehicle. We're not expecting it to has like a ride like a Rolls Royce. It's normal to feel the bumps in this type of vehicle. Right now my settings on here, it's on 2-wheel drive, so only my rear-wheel drive right now it's working. And
guys, we can do drift with this one, yeah?
Making a left turn. Let's make a left turn.
Can we do the drift with this one or no?
We can do a drift.
Yeah, okay. It's so important for people.
If they let us go.
You know, drift is a relationship saver. If you do it for your GF, it's going to be in love with you forever.
Yeah, so.
Oh my goodness.
Has a pretty good power.
Yeah.
But again, you feel the lag because this car is a heavy vehicle. And I really want to find out, although I already know how it's gonna handle in the corner, but
just don't go so fast, please.
Seems like one. Yeah.
It was your door?
Oh, still there's like another door.
Seriously? Maybe that's mine.
Okay. Yeah. So as we are in the headlight, fuel economy is cramped, and this vehicle is like 15 liters per 100 kilometers in city. And right now we have the AC on, and the way I'm gonna drive it, I think I can get it up to 18 liters per 100 kilometers. But best case scenario in a highway, you can get up to 13 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not bad for a vehicle this size.
In city you can have 14 for maybe 13.5, 14 if you drive smoothly, not like you.
I think you will, like for a beginner driver especially, you will drive slow with this vehicle. Like you don't have the guts to drive fast with this car. The brakes are not really great for a vehicle this size.
One maybe because it's really big.
The brake pads are a bit okay. They're like 80%, or I think 70% of them is left. But the way that you get from the wheel, because this is a big vehicle with a big tire and it's 4-wheel drive, so you're carrying extra weight, you're carrying like an extra differential, the brakes are not that great. But it's spongy for a vehicle this size. But the engine is pretty ready. The engine every time, like, it just wants to go. I can literally run over that Corolla with no problem. But it's really important when you're driving this type of vehicle, you know your front and you know your back, because it's a bit big vehicle, and you always have to like careful to see if you're in a center lane, because this is a big vehicle. Speaking of brakes, it's not that great.
So even if you don't have the backup camera for your Jeep Wrangler, just buy one aftermarket. Yeah. Because you are going to have a bunch of trouble for parking.
The steering in this car is heavy and is fast. It's heavy and it's fast, so that's what I really like about this vehicle. Now, right now we're gonna go to the turn, and the turn should be interesting. How do you think it's gonna handle? I think it's gonna I think good. I'm not gonna push it too hard.
Not too bad. Yeah, just be careful because the brakes are not that great. So
brakes are not that great.
Just wait until.
this vehicle. Never mind. You have to.
After this, you can go.
And if you like put your foot on the pedal gently, you will not get a wheel spin. But if you push it really hard, you will get a wheel spin. Or you will do some smoke. Okay, so this is the corner that I've talked about. And I bring many cars over on this corner. And I'm already feeling scared. Because
Actually, it's smooth.
yeah, it's a smooth. I was careful, but I didn't really push it that hard because I know. And coming back, we're gonna see right now how it handles. I'm just gonna show them the other way around.
Okay. Well, that's good
But
for
this
showing
is-
the engine power.
And the steering, it's good. It's tight for a vehicle this size. It's pretty good. Although Bronco has a better steering. Bronco has a latest version.
The
Latest
problem
Ford
of
version.
Bronco is the price. Price is overwhelming
Yeah.
huge.
The price is huge.
Bronco is overpriced. To be honest with you, Bronco is super overpriced.
Like RAV4.
I think Bronco even is worse.
And the 8-speed transmission does a good job of shifting. Although sometimes it could shift a bit hard. Okay, so this is another way around. Yeah. Okay, so never do that in your Jeep Wrangler. It's not for a handling vehicle. I just did that as a purpose. So if you do it a bit fast, your tires will squeeze. I think that's it of my review.
Yeah, let's go move to conclusion. Okay guys, let's do the conclusion right now. So for me, this car has a really good value and have a really good character that I think Bronco and 4runner they don't have. And this one you can find some really good deal for Jeep Wrangler, which for 4runner or Bronco it's hard to find one of them with reasonable price, and both of them are so overpriced right now in this market. So if you ask me, I'm gonna buy this one for sure. And in terms of reliability, that's the only reliable Jeep that I can see on the market, because Jeep Grand Cherokee and other Jeep, they have too much options, and usually when you add too much options to your car, you are going to have more headache for electrical issue, which is one of the big issue with all the Jeeps and Dodge. So if you ask me, I'm gonna give this car 8 out of 10 because of the character that this car has. It has a really good engine, it has enough power, and for off-roading and for going outside, it's really good, and I really like it. What do you think?
So first I'm gonna give 10 out of 10 for my parking skills, because I just managed to, if you show them out without any backup camera, I fitted between these two cars.
As you can see,
Okay, now
congratulations.
now I'll give this car, I have to like give the score based on what it is, not based on like what I think about it. What I think about it, I will give it like 7 out of 10, but I think for what it is, it could be like a 7.5 out of 10 or 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Because it's still unique till these days. Still, like, some girls are like are in love with this vehicle.
You are going to have a bunch of girlfriends after buying this, trust me. I already tested.
And the reason why it says Kian says like electrical issues is a huge thing. And if you guys check our Instagram page, which is linked in our channel and also linked down this video, you'll see that I always put like a new news or like the new technologies in the vehicle in that Instagram page. And already Dodge Hornet, as you guys know, has lots of electrical issues. And maybe it might not have like some of those features like heated seat or cooled seat, but it's good because you know it's reliable and it's gonna last forever. So,
and it has a good market value too, so you can easily sell it without any problem, because usually most of the people like this car. But I still believe that maybe 4runner is going to be a more reliable and better deal. I still agree with this one because I have to be fair, but I love this one. I'm gonna buy this one.
The point of the video, if I'm gonna buy this or not.
So yeah, let's say that you have 3 options. So $50,000  4runner, $35,000 Jeep Wrangler, and maybe $70,000 Bronco.
Bronco is 70,000.
Yeah, the good one. I think the price is huge. You can check.
I think the sport one is a bit cheaper.
Yeah,
mini one.
but you cannot find any cheap one out there. I did some research too.
I could get a 2018 4runner because it's the same shit. It's still the same vehicle as they're producing now.
So
I'll go with 4runner to be honest.
4runner, okay.
Because this car doesn't
Even
match.
if
with
you
that.
realize this one is going to be cheaper and has a better deal for you, you can save a little bit money. Let's say that you can save $10,000.
Yeah, I kind of like the style of 4runner more.
Oh, okay.
It's
So see,
matched
guys,
to me more.
I'm
I
a
think
Jeep
the
guy.
difference is that.
He is the 4runner guy. Comment below, what do you like more, 4runner or Jeep Wrangler? Let's see, they are like my choice more or your choice.
Of course, mine.
We will see.